Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keep Gaming Reviews. This is Loki episode 4 review, and I'm joined with MeLlamoCeeGee. What's up, Chris?
You know the vibes.
And you already know we have a special guest today. No Johnny Boombox. He's too famous for us right now. He's out doing what he's doing, signing autographs, taking pictures, kissing babies. You know what he does. But we do have the one and only Viking, Riddler. What's going on, Riddler? What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I know you're a fan of the show, and I know you're a fan of Loki and comic books. So happy to have you here today. So let's get right into it. This is Loki episode 4. IGN rated it a 5.
Cap.
Yeah,
What are your guys' thoughts? We're gonna start with you, Riddler. Right when they went hit credits, what were your thoughts right away?
There ain't no way you rating that a 5. That's an easy 8. I don't know what they smoking. They're crazy.
Thank you.
That's an easy 8.5.
Chris,
Because
At worst, that was a 7 out of 10. At worst.
because
That
I
was
know Chris
easily-
wrote to me in Discord and he was like, that was a great episode 9.
Yeah, it was
Boom.
a great episode. 9 out of 10 for me. You know, it was my favorite episode so far out of the series. I know it's
this
a
is
shorter
hurting me.
series, but it was my favorite.
This is
so
hurting.
far. It was.
This is
know
hurting
what
my
I'm
feelings because I don't agree with IGN, but Chris, I do not agree with you. This is not by far the greatest episode. I said it this morning when I watched it. And before we even begin, spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen this, please go watch it and then come back to us. We're just speaking all spoilers. Now, countdown. 3, 2, 1. When the ending happened and we saw that this was all like controlled, like Android-like, they were robots, you know, the timekeepers were robots. That particular point where they were fighting and everything happened, that saved the entire episode because from the beginning up until that point, that shit dragged.
Wow.
I was literally looking at the time like, this is what's going on? This is please don't tell me this is the episode. Please give me a reveal. So let's start from the beginning, right? They get captured, right? They get brought back to TVA. And well, right in the beginning, they give a flashback of Sylvie as a child in Asgard, and she's playing with some toys, a boat. She mentions Valkyrie, so she knows of these characters. Now, I don't know at what point she was created in this particular time, but she knew. It seemed like she knew about what happened in Ragnarok, and then she was taken. So she has a personal vendetta against them because of what happened. She got away, and since then, she's been trying to take them down and pretty much pay back.
Right.
What were your thoughts on that, Chris? Where was she? Do you think she was in the same timeline? Is this was a different timeline with the
So-
same characters?
I think it was a different timeline, same
Okay.
characters, because again, that goes to the mythology stuff, which is like
Mhm.
Ragnarok's a huge story and
Yeah.
mythology in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a story that's told, I'm pretty sure, in
Okay.
Asgard and all that kind of stuff.
Makes
And
sense.
it's crazy that she wanted to figure out what her Nexus event was.
Yeah.
They were in the elevator going down to meet the timekeepers.
Yeah. She was gonna get judged or sentenced, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I think it was also cool that for her character, at least, because they're giving us as much as they can in these shorter episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause the first 2 episodes were very long. These
Yeah.
last 2 are a little shorter
Yeah.
in time. But at least for her story, because this is the first time we're meeting her ever in the MCU.
Mhm.
So she's been around, and they basically let us know that she grew up basically going from disaster to disaster this entire time, because they
Yeah.
show her coming as a kid to the TVA. She escapes, and now she's a full-blown adult, which is
Mhm,
kind of crazy. So how long has she really been going around from
Yeah.
disaster
From-
to disaster, hiding
Mhm.
from them,
Yeah.
and planning this whole disaster whatever spree that she let off in episode 2.
Riddler, what are your thoughts on the beginning where you meet the younger child and they pretty much they showed their true colors by capturing her because she was a variant. They wanted to stop her at a child.
I have 2 thoughts on that. One, I still don't believe that she's actually a Loki. I don't. Kind of in the situation how Loki was basically kidnapped by Odin and made an Asgardian. I think it might be the same situation with her, but not with the Jotunheim, the Frost Giants. I think she might be from a different realm.
Ooh, that's
But
a good idea.
Interesting.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking it might be a multiverse type of thing. I don't think it's the same universe as the original Loki, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I definitely think she might be from a different universe because her powers are more
Completely
witch-like, more witch-like rather than magician-like, like all the other Lokis.
Very true.
So-
Yeah, we saw that in episode 3, pretty much last episode, where Loki was showing off his magic trick and she was calling him a magician. You know, so yeah, you're right.
And they keep
I
mentioning
think-
the enchanting stuff that she be doing.
Yeah,
This is my theory of who she actually is. I think she's Enchantress. She
Okay.
is Enchantress is an Asgardian, and her powers are enchanting people, mind control, stuff like that. And in the comic books, she was never able to take over god level people. Thor, Loki, Odin, Lady Sif, all of them. Her powers, she was strong, but she was not strong enough. So I think she knew, was like, I can't take over the timekeepers. I need a god. And she knows Loki would be the easiest to manipulate for her situation. Because if she's been running from Nexus level events her entire life, she should be stronger than she is. If you're running from cataclysmic events, you should be stronger than how she really is.
That's interesting. That's an interesting hot take, because I know as we continue to move on in the episode, she's taken away, and then Loki is then taken to like a loop prison where we get to see Stiff. I think her name is Lady Sif. Lady Sif,
yep.
and she just keeps knocking him in the nuts. And I just kept saying, like, you know what's coming. How don't you block the nut shot?
Yeah.
Like, you know what's happening. It happened like 3 times already, and I just kept saying, like, what? Why? But anyway, so he's locked in that loop. We don't really get to see too much of what's going on with Sylvie. But we do see Owen Wilson's character Mobius like saying, I want to speak to C20, which was a Minuteman that Sylvie enchanted. And speaking of that, remember in last episode, I'm thinking maybe Loki did that to her. That's why she woke up and he was singing, and maybe he was controlling that. Come to find out that didn't take place because they were captured, and that's pretty much how everything happened. It was just, it happened in real time in that planet. But we then continue to move a little forward. There was a lot of talking, and you try to understand why Mobius wanted to speak. He started to understand a little bit because he heard, well, Loki said before he went into that loop jail that he's a variant.
Yeah, they're lying to him.
And they mentioned that in episode 3, and now it got his mind thinking. And then, of course, the other Minuteman, I forgot her name. She's a number or something, right?
Like
B15.
B20. Is it
Yeah,
B15?
B20.
I think it's B20.
One of the numbers, yeah. So she starts thinking it too. So you see all their minds working.
See, but here's the thing: she wasn't just thinking it; she experienced it for
Yeah,
herself.
Yeah, that's
She
when
got
you saw her. She got up.
enchanted.
In episode 2, she got up from it, and she's like, "Oh, what just happened?" Like she's kind of like on the, because she wasn't captured; she was just used and got left behind.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts on that? Like, and it's funny because they're all being mind controlled, like Loki was saying, and that their minds have been erased for them to take advantage of. Is everyone, including her, Ravana, I think her name is, the one that's in control, that's really like in bed with
I think she's
with the timekeepers.
yeah.
right. I think she's helping run it.
I don't know.
Do you think she was captured too, though? Like, is she part of this other variants? You know, that work there.
I think she's a variant that they wiped her memory, but they didn't get everything. So that's why she's at a higher level than everybody else. Or she started figuring the stuff out, and they're like, all right, well, we'll just keep you at this level.
We could use you, yeah, pretty much.
Because she has a thing for Sylvie because she captured her and then she got away. So it's like, it's her duty. Like, that's her motive. I need to get her so that way I can, pretty much make up for my mistake by letting her go,
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that in this episode, as everything's being described and we're getting little hints here and there, you started to understand that now Mobius starting to feel used in a sense where he's like, he starts questioning everything. And then she starts questioning, like, hey, you're right. He's signing off the papers. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, but why wouldn't you let me interview her? He's asking more and more questions. And
the whole wondering thing threw him off.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
And then, like, you see him looking at the pen as he's signing these little gestures and little movements where he's like rethinking everything. So we move forward. he goes back to Loki and tells him, pretty much, hey, if this is true, we need to go back and get,
right, but that's after he found out that Shorty killed the C20.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She did say that she was murdered. Yeah, and then he saw the videotape because he switched the time pads and he saw it, and then that's when it's like he got that confirmation. Absolutely right.
Okay, he's right.
Like this is real. Yeah. Now we get there where we finally see the timekeepers, because in the beginning of the episode you just saw the red eyes and they were like in position where it looked like a triangle pretty much. But now we get to see them. They look funny in my opinion. They look like puppets.
They were animatronics.
Yeah, that little green dude.
Like the Chuck E. Cheese. They were the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
That's what it looked like, and they all had different accents. They talk funny.
That's what they were.
No, but okay, I understand. But when you're watching the episode, did you think this was a robot though? In your mind, when you saw them,
they definitely looked funny. They definitely did.
They looked funny. Yeah. They looked animated. They didn't look. I thought they would have done more to make them look real, like the way they made Thanos look, kind of look more the
but
CGI.
I think it's because they were trying to do the reveal at the same time.
Yeah, I guess
that was one of those. They were
being there.
They were trying to be serious about it, but be like, "Hey, we're not super serious."
What was your thoughts when you first saw them? Like they reveal their faces and you hear their voices. What were your thoughts, John? I mean, not John Riddler. Well, you are John too, so
yeah.
His name is John, just so you know.
Johnny.
Yeah.
At NY. No, the big reveal with them, I don't want to say I saw them being robotic, but the way they talked and the stiffness in their movements when they did move, I definitely didn't believe that was actually the timekeepers.
No, weird.
Right.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like
because
like they would bring it to that point at this point in the show, if that makes sense.
Right. Not only that though, they've been talking about how hard it is to get to the timekeepers. Why would it be that easy just to go down an elevator and they're just right there? You know,
not to mention when there was like she was revealing like, yeah, the timekeepers want you there, and they're gonna, I think they call it plumb them. It was like they want to personally see that.
Yeah, when they become digitized or something like that. Yeah. It's
like, why would they care?
Right.
Why would they personally have to see that? That's kind of where I was like, there's something a little more
fishy.
going on.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
Chris, what are your thoughts when you first saw the timekeepers?
So the first reveal was when they, when she went down in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
And they just showed the eyes.
That looks scary
too. It did. It looked creepy, and I liked it. And
I liked it too.
So when are they really gonna show them?
Yeah.
For real. And then later on in the episode, once they finally put the lights on them and the smoke cleared,
Yeah.
It was like, all right, now hold on.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Because if this is who's running it, they have to have some secret up their sleeve where they got some beams coming out the eyes or something.
I felt like I was watching Wizard of Oz.
Right? How does it make any sense? Because like I could literally just go up there and slap them in the face.
Yeah.
If the other people weren't there, like if Shorty wasn't there with the whole rewinding thing that she had.
Not only that, the guards that were there went down so easily.
Oh yeah.
Like, why would you have cupcake guards if you're
exactly.
If you're the protector of all of time, you would have the best of the best guarding.
Like you wouldn't, not even that, you wouldn't even have to have somebody say protect the timekeepers.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're the timekeepers. If we were that powerful, we could probably just reverse everything in here anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already do this on the regular. We run all this. So, you're telling me we can't stop time and fix everything that's in here right now?
Yeah.
Now you're right. And my thing was too, when they had the big reveals, right? So now you have Loki and Sylvie fighting off the timekeepers, and then she what was it, B14 or whatever, 15, she throws a sword and Sylvie's using it, and then she passes it to Loki and he's using it, they're killing people and everything. And then she throws, or I think Loki threw, I forgot who threw it, throws the knife and it cuts the neck of the one in the middle.
Yeah. And the head just popped right up.
Yeah, and you just see like sparks, and I'm like, did anybody else know this? Like, or were they all being stumped?
See, here's the thing though. She didn't even realize what happened. She thought she just chopped his head off, and she was going to chop the other one's heads off.
Yeah.
And Loki was like, hold on. That's a mechanical head. Like, stop. Like, it's over. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Something's off here.
My question for that is, where are the real timekeepers?
But are they a
Right.
real timekeepers though, or is it just?
They
I know in the
might not
comic
be.
books there are, right?
Well,
But in
the
this
comics, yes,
episode,
but
like
in
in
the
this show, kind of
are
like
they-
what happened with before we got Shang-Chi. You remember in Iron Man 3 that we were supposed to believe this was, the 10
Man,
rings,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was a joke. Can this
Yep.
be that?
We might be looking at that because I have a theory of what the big bad they're leading up to is, and I don't think it's Kang the Conqueror. Even though they are moving towards that with the new Ant-Man movie, I
Right.
don't think Kang the Conqueror is the next big bad that the MCU is going to go with.
The only reason I do think it's Kang is because of the character they're using.
And
that's running
the
TV.
affiliation
'Cause
with those
I
characters.
know in
Yeah.
the comics, that's Kang's shorty. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his
yeah.
girl
Yeah.
in the comics.
Well,
That's the
I'm
only-
not saying they're not leading to Kang the Conqueror.
Right. You're
I'm
talking
saying
about
that
just for right now.
You say
for the-
overall?
the next big bad.
Oh, like the next big
I don't-
Thanos.
I don't think Kang the Conqueror is leading to that. I definitely think with the show they're moving towards him being the next big villain in the Ant-Man movie.
Uh-huh.
But I think I've done a lot of research, like watching other people's videos. Something they're not talking about. If y'all mentioned it in the last episode of the possibility of the TVA being in the quantum realm.
Uh-huh.
If it is actually in the quantum realm, there is another city in the quantum realm that is smaller than that. So once you get to the quantum realm, you have to shrink again to get to it. And the big bad for that is Doctor Doom. And they've already confirmed Fantastic Four coming. They've confirmed that. And Doctor Doom is top 5, probably top 3 most powerful characters in the MCU. They need a new big bad. They're leading up to potentially Galactus coming. I don't know when that is.
You see, that's the
But
one
they
I'm
need-
worried about. Not so
They
much
need
Doom.
They will see Doctor
See,
Doom.
but the thing is with Doom, he survives a long time. Like he's around a lot,
and he's a arcane magician. Like he's
Right.
stronger than Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
There is a good possibility that at the end of episode, how many episodes are we
It's
getting?
6.
6 or
six. So there's 2 more left, right?
At the end of the episode 6, we might get a post credit of just a back view of his green. Because if you notice,
That's
all
a hot take.
all the stuff that's coming up
That is
right
a hot
now,
take, yeah.
Loki's
green.
got a green outfit. Sylvie or Enchantress or Lady
Uh-huh.
Loki, green outfit. Doctor Doom, his outfit's green. I might be reading too much into it.
I mean, no, it makes sense when you think about it because it is confirmed that Fantastic Four is coming to the MCU. They haven't casted anyone. This is a good way to introduce this character, and it'll be like an introduction for us comic book people that just love this stuff. But the average TV viewer, TV goer, they probably won't know the green cape. Like my father, I was speaking to my dad today, and he was like,
They
"Oh,
could
this
do
show
like
drags."
Thanos when he grabs the gauntlet. And I don't remember which movie. When they first introduced him, when he's like, I got to do it myself, and he takes the gauntlet. They could have a view where he's just like looking like this, and you see the mask from a side view. You
Yeah,
guarantee
now if
you
they
know
do
exactly
that,
who it is.
yeah. I mean, if they do that, then yes. But I'm more concerned because remember, this is going on Disney Plus. A lot of this is recaps and then introducing the characters. Same thing with WandaVision and Captain Winter Soldier. They're recaps because they want to capture new audiences.
Right,
They,
right.
they're trying to grab people to
Which
come
they are.
and watch and subscribe to the Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll just show the face and be like, there you go, guys. It'll be a fan service to us, but for new TV goers, it may not mean anything. They'll be start questioning and start Googling, but they may not know. And the same thing with Kang the Conqueror. They probably won't know. But if you give us a face, a voice, then they already know this guy. He's already been casted. We haven't gotten any information for Dr. Doom. It'll be great, like you said, when they first introduced Thanos in the first Avengers movie. You just saw him smile. He didn't say a word. They didn't even cast him yet. So
It's just all CGI.
yeah, I don't know. I think that's dope. Your take. I think that's a dope take because, like you said, Doom is powerful. But I feel like who's the bad like that we give? But then who does it lead up to? Because we need something at Thanos' level where he's taking out Avengers, like he's taking out people and they're gone. Like who's that big threat? That's my only concern.
Right. So I know because of Kang the Conqueror coming, like that's already confirmed.
Yeah.
'Cause I know they're going a lot with the whole multiverse and the time stuff right now.
Mhm.
Everything they've been putting out besides Falcon and Winter Soldier has something to do with multiversal stuff. Like even WandaVision, it didn't go too crazy into the multiversal stuff.
You heard it in Spider-Man 2.
Right, they teased some stuff. They did all this other stuff. At the end, they introduced it heavy with the whole her talking to her kid that never really freaking existed.
Yeah.
I think they might go to the multiverse with like I was saying earlier with the different timelines. That could be their way of doing the multiverse in this show.
Exactly. So I mean, they already toyed with the multiverse in this show, and then not only that, I mean, let's talk about that mid-credit scene though.
Also, you want to skip to that? Okay, because I was gonna talk about losing Mobius. We didn't reach that. We lost Mobius, and you saw Loki.
It ties into each other. Hold on.
Okay.
It ties into each other though.
All right. Because Loki looks sad, bro. Loki looks sad, and I felt him.
He was.
Yeah.
He was sad.
I felt that.
Loki
that pain.
Loki already knows at this point
wow,
that he lost everything. He lost everybody.
Yeah.
Right. So he may even think his brother's dead. Thor. He may think Thor's dead.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. Yeah. This version doesn't know. Yeah.
He knows he lost his dad. He knows he lost his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he lost everybody. The last person who he made a connection with outside of the other version of himself, okay, was Mobius.
Mm-hmm.
So not only that, Mobius just came to terms with the truth and is like, yo, let's freaking do it. Just trust me. I got you.
Yeah.
Like even the conversation before they walked back through that little portal was, hey, so I have to trust two Lokis. And he was like, how about trusting a friend? Like that meant something to Loki, right?
Yeah.
Then to walk out and immediately, not only that, he whoa,
what happened there?
he remembered, he started remembering stuff from where he was from.
Yeah. He was like, maybe I want to get a jet ski. Maybe I love jet skis.
He was like, maybe there's a reason for that. Why I always go to those same exact memories kind of thing. And then he got freaking zapped.
And I'm like, damn, he's not gonna ride a jet ski, man. We're not gonna see him ride into the sunset.
I was
like Jay-Z with the helmet on.
I was disappointed that Loki didn't try to step in right there because it happened in like it seemed slow motion. Like you could have stepped in and smacked that damn wand away.
True.
Oh no, you're right. I mean, he could have blocked the nut shots too. He did it.
Right.
Solid point. Not gonna argue that.
They were saving the action for that last 15 minutes.
Yeah, the ending made up for the entire episode. But so go ahead, Chris. So they zapped Mobius, right?
Mobius getting what do they call it? Pruned. He got pruned.
Yeah.
Now at the end, after the whole fight scene, after the action, the whole thing died down. And then Loki and Loki were having a romantic moment, and we're about to
They're falling in love, man. They're lovers, lovers and friends.
You know, this whole show is Loki falling in love. It's about self-love, okay? He's falling in love with himself again.
Oh man, right? I love this is coming from you.
Now
my man is in love. Loki, we're talking about Loki.
They're having that little moment, okay? And then Loki gets zapped.
Dang.
He gets pruned.
I'm like, he can't go now. It's 2 episodes.
Got pruned, bro. So
where did he go?
It's interesting because not only is he gone, but the lady that pruned him is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Lady Loki or Enchantress, whoever she is, because we're still not 100% sure at this point.
We don't know this at this point.
She's with her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna use her to get to the timekeepers because according to everything that the show has showed us so far, that's who's closest to the timekeepers. That's the one that has contact with the timekeepers. She's like the head honcho in the TVA.
She's still, Mm-hmm.
Cool. End credit or mid credit, whatever scene this was. Did you see how much Loki variants were there?
4.
Right. You had the Loki that was worthy, which was the black guy with the hammer in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been a different. That might have been a different universe's version of Jonathan. I'm sorry, I'm making a joke because Paul Rudd calls Mjolnir Jonathan in an interview, right?
Okay.
Right? They had the hammer. You had old, young, and then alligator Loki, which I don't get where that comes from.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. I never saw it in the
Loki,
comics either, so I
was
don't
about
know.
to say I'm a comic book nerd, and I was like, "What the hell does this mean?"
I had to pause.
Right.
I'm like, "What is that?"
They had the crown on
They
his
had
head
the
and everything.
It was a. I know this is done playing a joke, bro.
Now I don't know if you looked at the background.
Yes,
That there was a destroyed Avengers Tower in the background
correct.
as well.
Mundo.
Now I want to rewatch it just to see if there's anything else I'm missing in the background. Because
Okay, you want to analyze?
Right, that was the first thing I caught.
paused right there looking for any detail, and I was like, "What is this?"
Right, and then their line was, he asked if he was dead, and they were like, "Not if you come with us." Right. So now, what does that mean for the rest of the show? Because now I'm interested. Like that,
They do this
was crazy.
They are so good
love
at
it.
cliffhangers, and
That's what I'm
they're
saying. They gave you everything this episode. They gave you the drama. They gave you the action.
the love.
They gave you the love, and they gave you the misdirection.
Yeah,
Because this whole time you've been thinking these three beings are the ones.
yeah.
And now we don't know who the hell it is anymore. We don't know if they're real. We don't know if they're fake, or we don't know if there's a bigger bad behind everything going on.
Yeah, I told you.
What
man.
if the whole time it's Enchantress and she's freaking in everybody's mind, controlling them right now?
That's
and
a
just
lot of
deceiving
control.
Loki to do some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And get his other counterparts involved. I don't know. We don't know.
Really, what are your thoughts on this? Where do you think Loki? How did he survive? Where did he go?
It might be the Soul World from the Soul Stone, because the TVA has a bunch of Infinity Stones. What if the ends of their specters is when they get pruned? What if that's sending them to the Soul World? Because we haven't actually seen the Soul World.
But then, how did all those other Lokis get there?
They might be connected by personality. Like if there's
like
100,
multiverse.
if they have 100 different Lokis and they each one you're still Loki, you're getting sent to the same one. Maybe that's a stretch. I thought about that today when I saw Loki get pruned. I was like, at the end when they revealed that he's still alive,
right?
Where else could they go? I mean, they reset a timeline and put all of them in the same one. I don't. My best guess would be a Soul World. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah, it's confusing to me because when I was watching it, the first thing I said, he's not dead. There's no way they ended like this.
Yeah.
But then it got me thinking, if he's not dead and he got pruned, then where does Mobius go? He was pruned. He has to go somewhere
that's what
too.
I'm saying. It connects. He's probably in a similar situation.
Well, in the comic books, there were multiple Mobiuses in the TVA or wherever it was in there. So that could be why when whatever, I can't remember her name, the main lady that
where she was like,
I think
that's
Ravonna,
a different thing. Well, it might have been a different version of him.
Yeah, I think in the first episode when he's like, "Oh, you have another agent in the field."
Yeah.
I think there's 2 or 3 of him, maybe. There might be more, but I'm gonna say 2. That might be why the ring's on the table. She'll be like, "Yeah, those are from you," and he's like, "I didn't do that."
Right.
That might be why there's multiples of them, and I think the clone Mobius will come into play in the next episode to be able to pull them back.
Right.
It's just, it got me thinking, and like I said before, this show is great at leaving cliffhangers, and they left a major one at the end. Even if there was not no post-credit scene, you're still like, what the fuck just happened? But then they give you a post-credit scene, and you see all 4 Lokis, and then you see the background of New York being destroyed. What time are they in? How did the Lokis get there? Where's Mobius? What happens now with Ravonna and Sylvie now that they're there? They've been revealed. So many damn questions. These next 2 episodes, they better be bangers. Excuse me, they better be bangers, bro. Like, they better give me action from beginning to end. I want to see everything, bro. Like, and then I want a big reveal, bro. I want at the end, I want to know who we're facing in this new phase of Avengers and MCU, because they said that Mobius said we captured Creed, Titans, and vampires, and I'm like, okay, so we got Blade coming soon. We already know Titans because of Thanos, and Creed. We saw Creed in Guardians of the Galaxy, so we know. Where is this going? How many did they capture? Like, where does this go now?
That line that you just stated where he said Creed, Titan, and Vampire.
Yeah.
That also might be a reference to the movie Morpheus that's coming out.
Morbius?
Morbius.
That's a Spider-Man villain, but that's from Sony.
That could still be an Easter egg for him. They're all connecting together.
They confirmed it recently that Morbius movie will 100% be connected to that.
It has to be, because in the trailer you saw what's his name? Vulture. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. I mean, listen, if I had to grade the show, and I'm gonna do it now, it's probably gonna be a 7 for me, because it dragged in the beginning, and then you gave me some left hooks and uppercut. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that shit at the end. I love the ending, bro. It really made up for the entire episode, because that shit was gonna be like a 4.5. That's how much it dragged.
All right, IGN.
I felt like I was in a loop. It was so long. I felt like I was getting kneed in the nuts like Loki. But I thought at the end they made up for the whole thing. It left me with a lot of questions that I don't have answers to. But what do you guys think? I know, Chris, you stated before you gave it a 9, but overall, from beginning to end, did you feel at any point that we didn't get enough information, or it dragged like I felt?
9 out of 10 still. I'm going to keep it that way.
All right.
They gave me everything I needed in this
You're saying this was better than episode 2?
Yes. Oh, even though I loved episode 2. It's up there, though.
What about you? What's up, Riddler? What do you think?
I'm still going to give it an 8.
Okay.
But if the draggingness in the beginning, it was a lot of story, a lot of build up for what is going to come. That's why I'm still going to give it an 8. But I probably would go with you and say 7 until the ending, because, like you said,
that ending,
when Loki got took out, you're like, what the fuck? But then with the mid-credit scene, all that did was add another what the fuck. Because now, instead of being like, what the fuck, is he dead? Now you're like,
he said, what the fuck, like 5 times in 3 seconds. That's how it felt. That's how it felt at the end.
Yeah, but they added the mid-credit scene where it showed he's still alive or in a different place. And you're like, hold on, no, what's really going on? And then it cut. So that's what bumps it up, because now you have this big cliffhanger, unlike the last one. Like, are they gonna die? Well, now you know he got hit, but they're not dead. What's going on? So I'm still going to give it a
what happened.
8.
That means everybody that's gotten pruned,
they're alive somewhere else.
Still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So does that really send them somewhere else in the timeline? Is that what it is?
That might be what
it is. I don't know. We don't know yet.
It might.
Has to be, bro. A random time. It has to send them somewhere else. Randomly.
What if it's like a time loop prison?
Or what if it's like a time loop of you doing what you were supposed to do, not supposed to do, what you set out to do. Like, remember the first Avengers, what did Loki want to do?
It was in New York.
He wanted to destroy New York. So if they show destroyed New York, maybe he got the job done in that timeline that he got sent to. I don't know.
Possible.
I don't know. Listen, I'm stumped because I don't know where they're gonna go. I know in the trailer we saw, was it like Vote for Loki, right? That's in the comic book as well, where he's like trying to run for a governor or some shit like that. So you see in the trailer, right? You see him surrounded by other like Viking like soldiers around him, and I want to see that scene. Are we getting that next episode now that he's ran into these other variants of Loki? I want to know, and I think everyone is so like curious to see what happens moving forward, because we saw that in the trailer.
I just know what everybody in the world wants to see is Owen Wilson.
He's not doing it.
Playing Owen Wilson, Owen Wilson as different variants of himself from different movies that he played in. That's what everybody wants to see. I'm sorry.
But they did an interview and they said that they missed out on an opportunity of him saying the famous "wow." He doesn't say it at all.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, come on, you gotta say it. That's what he's known for, man. I mean, he's known for other shit too, but that's
just like a one-liner would have worked, right? The one-liner would have worked.
I mean, they could probably still put it in, right? When he sees the jet ski. Wow.
No, bro, they could have done it when he got zapped. Like I
was about to say, right when he got zapped, be like,
if you're getting zapped, you're not gonna say that. You're not gonna say wow when you're getting zapped.
Just look at Loki and hit him with the wow. Oh man, perfect right there.
That'd been fan service right there.
Thug tears coming down right there.
Well, that's gonna be it for us. Is there anything that you want to say, Chris, before we get out of here?
Nah, you guys know the vibes already.
Yo, this is the first time we have Riddler, bro. Thank you for being here. Is there anything you want to say? You know, plug in your Twitch, whatever you got. Talk to the people.
You can check me out on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday at the Riddler 1370 at Twitch TV.
I'm gonna put all his information down below. Thank you again, Riddler, for being here. I really appreciate it.
Sir.
You did give us something to think about with Doom. I don't know if Mr. Johnny Boombots would have gave us that information now that he's famous. So he probably haven't even watched the show. But anyway,
I do have one more question.
Go ahead.
Do you think at the end of the show Loki will be back in the MCU, or do you think where his time ended in the movie and in game, it's over with?
Wow.
Do you think this
I was
is
about
bringing
to close
him?
the show, and now you got me all fucked up. I didn't think about this yet.
I was thinking about it as we were talking. I was like, is this their way of, because they're introducing the multiverse, is this their way of like swapping him with another one and bringing him back as a good guy?
Well, we still got Thor: Love and Thunder.
That's
Can
the
you show
thing.
up there?
My only theory is this. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Kid Loki comes back and he becomes part of the Young Avengers.
That ties in with Enchantress too. That's one of the big villains for Enchantress, or not villains.
But
Battles.
I can't even pronounce her name. Say it. I can't pronounce it.
Enchantress.
I'm probably saying it wrong still. I know in the comic books she tried to join the Young Avengers and wasn't successful.
I got something I saved right here. I sent to Johnny about this.
My man got the notes. He
Hey,
came prepared, unlike Chris.
No, for real, because here's the thing though, because they've been introducing Young Avengers.
Yeah, they've been teasing.
Every single show.
They've been
WandaVision,
super
the
teasing
twins. WandaVision has the twins.
Was Iron Man's little dude
Bradley, Ironheart.
Yeah.
But in Falcon and Winter Soldier, they had Bradley, the son. He's in the Young Avengers, and now they already showed him in this episode the young version of Loki. Maybe it happens. Like maybe they figure out how to get out of that spot, and all these Lokis are roaming free, causing mayhem.
I think Chris, what he's probably trying to figure out, correct me if I'm wrong, Riddler, is Tom Hiddleston coming back in the MCU, not just the Loki character, the actor itself.
Not just the Loki. Is
I know
Tom Hiddleston? Is he at the end of the show gonna swap?
I think he
with
has
Loki?
to. Will he? I don't know.
Not only that, I think he is. I kind of know he is because he revealed something.
Ooh, give us a scoop, Chris.
In the interview,
exclusive.
He said something about his birthday. He was like, on my 30th birthday or some shit, he was playing Loki. And on my 40th birthday, which just passed, Loki had already finished shooting. He said he was on set as Loki. For what?
It has to be Love and Thunder.
Of Madness. No, Doctor Strange.
Oh, Multiverse of Madness. Okay.
Madness.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about that film. Right, yeah.
That's gonna be the most important film, bro. So he revealed that he was on set during his birthday after Loki had already finished filming as Loki. So hey, take with that what you want.
I don't like you guys, bro. You got me thinking too much. Because
you just put a bunch of stuff in my head now.
Yeah, because I think
that what you want, baby.
All right, Chris, if this is legit now, okay, let's be real. He could say he was on set, doesn't mean he was acting. He was probably just chilling there.
No, he said straight up, I was on set as Loki.
As Loki. Those are his words. I gotta find that clip. You better send it to me. I'm gonna clip this and clip that and put it together and make a clip.
Promise.
So if this is true, I do believe. Okay, yes, Multiverse of Madness is very important, and I think it's going to be a big deal. That's one. Two, I think he has to come back because you don't do a big show like this with all these reveals and variants and timeline and changes and then take him away. Remember, Loki does not die. For whatever reason, he's like the Deadpool in this MCU, and he's been killed so many times, he keeps coming back. He showed off his acting skills, bro. They have to give him something bigger, more dialogue. The guy's been killing it in this series.
Oh yeah.
From joking, from serious action. He's killing it, bro. He was singing. My man is doing everything, bro. So you have to bring him back. Now, if they don't, I won't be mad, but you better give him a good send-off. Not like you did with Black Widow, bro. I don't give a shit what they say. That was bad. You fucked up. MCU.
Hey, they're giving her proper send off in like 2 weeks, man.
No. They even fucked up with that. And this is why I was upset when they announced the Black Widow movie was being made. I'm like, you should have made that movie come out after Civil War and then introduce Infinity War, because that's when it takes place. You don't put this movie out after she dies. What's the point? We know nothing's gonna kill her in this movie. Yep. That's my rant about Black Widow. But anyway. Yeah, that's all I have to say, man. Again, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Again, really, you did an amazing job. You got us thinking twice already. I think this is gonna last time I'm gonna put you on the show because the show's gonna last longer than what I thought. But you did great. I want to have you back, so I appreciate you. And that's it for us. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Remember, you can find us on YouTube. Just type in Keep Gaming Podcast. And if you don't got time to watch us, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Just type in Keep Gaming Reviews or Keep Gaming Podcast, and this will pop up. So this is it for us. That is Loki episode 4. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep gaming. Peace.